Hey everybody, Christina here with One Creative Direction. How are we doing? It's been a little while since I did a video. So I've been wanting to do this video for a while. I have quite a few videos I'm going to do on doing art shows. So I haven't been doing this long or that long. I started painting 2 years ago this month. Started doing shows about 6 months later. And first year was somewhat of a disaster figuring out what not to do, where not to go. The biggest lesson I learned the first year was not to go to anything that was called a craft and vendor show or a craft show. Not that I didn't sell anything there. It's just, as my brother said, those aren't my people. So I strictly do like the smaller art shows and festivals. That's what I have the most luck with. And, just being real selective. I don't do the large art shows just because the booth fees and all the requirements are just not in line with where I'm at in my painting journey. So just a couple things to keep in mind when, thinking about whether or not you're going to do art shows. So what I wanted to go over today is some of the improvements that I want to make to my booth for this coming year. I live in Ohio. I had several shows last year that, because of rain and other things, other elements, I literally I wasn't able to stay at a show because of the weather, whether it was heavy rain and such. So I have lots of plans to improve my booth setup, and I'll go over each one of those as I make those improvements. I have an entire list. I have some awesome brothers that are going to be helping me implement these changes. So one of the first things I wanted to tackle was my jewelry. Now, over the last year or so that I've been doing jewelry, I've probably changed my display for my jewelry 5 or 6 times, and every single time I have had a setup that took way too long, wasn't very sturdy or durable. So when I transported or, something to that effect, it didn't weather well. So I've been trying to come up with a way to display my jewelry in a way that's easy to transport, easy to display, all of those things, and durable, sturdy. So what I came up with was, I already had this, it's a 12 by 36 board. I had gotten it at Menards. It was probably $8. It's about 1/2 inch thick. So I kind of mapped out how I wanted my jewelry to display it on here. I went to Walmart and I got these 3/16 inch wooden dowel rods. They're round. They came in a package. There was 16 of them, 12 inches long. I think they cost like $1.12. So total, this display so far here is going to cost me, less than $10, right? So basically what I did was I took my drill and I got my 3/16 drill bit, and I drew on the package. This comes covered in a plastic package. I just drew on that where I wanted my lines, and then I just drilled it with the plastic right on it, and then took the plastic off so I wouldn't have lines all over this. Although I do plan to spray paint this, I didn't want to take the chance of the lines coming through. So as it sits right now, these aren't glued in here yet. I'm going to have to go get some wood glue. I thought I had some. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the wood glue from behind. So I'm going to tilt it this way, and I'm going to put the wood glue from behind, and then I don't really care what the back looks like because I'm going to cover it in like a metal plate so I can put all of my magnets on the back. So I do quite a few different kinds of magnets, and then I may have a few hooks at the top where I'm going to put, I have some keychains and a few other small things that I really don't want on here because they're not acrylic painting. They're basically acrylic keychains. So that stuff will go on the back, and I won't show that part of it. But as it stands right now, I have all these here. They're not secured in there yet. But what I did was they were 12 inches long, and I just cut each one of those into 3. So I ended up with like, I don't know, close to like 48 of them or something like that, which I didn't need that many. I only have 4 wide and 9 rows, which is plenty. I can get probably 7 or 8 on each one of these. I don't want to put that many. I'm only going to put like 5 or 6 at the most. So my plan is to get wood glue and glue those in and then spray paint this. And then I'm going to clear coat it with probably like a Kamar varnish or something glossy and durable. And then I ordered for like $5, you get 50 little rubber end tips. And I'm going to put those on the ends of here. And those should help. And then my plan is to get something to attach to the front of this to keep everything in place, whether that's another piece of wood. I can put some screws on the side here and attach those with what I used before on a different one that I had was like hair ties, the stretchy hair ties. You put a screw here and a screw on maybe the other piece of wood and just attach them so they're tight to each other. Or maybe some thick foam that I can shove on there and it keeps it in place. I have a few ideas and we'll see what works best. But what I did for these, once I got these all cut, I took this metal pencil sharpener. It came with some slate pencils that I got, or some chalk pencils. So it's really durable. I don't know that a plastic one would work, but basically I don't know if you can see that. Basically I just sharpen it just like a pencil. So it would, number one, it would fit in these holes better. And number 2, so when I put the wood glue in the back, it would have something to fill in and stick. So that was kind of the idea there. And they did go in here a lot better once I did that. But like I said, that's not finished yet. I'm waiting. I'll have to go get wood glue tomorrow. But yeah, that's what the plan is for this. I think that'll work really nice. And then before I finish off the back with the steel plate, I'm going to put some brackets on the back of here and possibly on the bottom. And I want to make them so that they fold out of the way. So when I transport it, they're not in the way. But I want them to be like heavy duty brackets. And then I'm going to hang this from my canopy. So it'll be out of the way. Because currently my jewelry display takes up table space, and what I'm trying to do is eliminate the need to take 2 tables to an art show and only take 1. That gives my clients that are coming in to my booth space more room to navigate through the booth. So I have, like I said, I have other plans, and I'll go through those as I implement those and work on those. I will come back once I get this glued and spray painted, and I will update y'all on what it looks like when that's done. I may add some like graphics in here. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be visible once I put these on here, but this is what these are going to look like. I'm going to try to put some of my lighter stuff at the top. Let me see what we got here. I'm going to try to put some of my lighter ones at the top. I have some pretty heavy jewelry, and I'm going to maybe put those towards the middle and the bottom. That way it doesn't get top heavy. But I'm going to try to evenly distribute the weight. But I think they'll look really nice once I get this spray painted. I'm going to try to do it a lighter color so these really pop. but since these cards are white, I may go with like a, I don't know, maybe a mid-tone color. So the jewelry kind of pops. But yeah, that's my plan. There's all kinds of space on here. This is my longest one here because these are so long. I wanted to make sure. So those are really the longest ones. I don't have any other ones that are even close to being that long, except maybe these bracelets. And I am going to reconfigure these cards because this is a flimsier cardstock that I started out with, and I think I'm going to put those on the heavier. This is a much heavier cardstock. So that's it for today. I will come back and update you once I get this spray painted, clear coated, and potentially get the metal plate on the back and be able to show you how I'm going to display my magnets as well. So I will catch you when I get to that portion. Hey everyone, so I'm back. I wanted to give you an update on the jewelry holder from the last portion. So I've made some changes. So since the last update, I have put a few coats of Rust-Oleum primer coat since it was just bare wood. And then I decided on this color. It's a metallic silver. Put several coats of this on here just to kind of give it a really cool pop. So when I put my jewelry pieces on here, that they would kind of pop on here. I have them on little jewelry holder cards. So now we're at the part where I need to clear coat this, and I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to use this Rust-Oleum matte clear, or I want to use, I'm kind of steering away from this polyacrylic because I think the polyacrylic tends to yellow, so I kind of want to steer away from those two. I'm debating on whether or not I just go with my old favorite here, shellac. So I'm still in the process of kind of running that through my head, but I wanted to update you on what I've done here. I don't need to show you spray coating. I will update the next section, the finished portion of this. Once I get it, I'll let you know what I decided. But here are the little caps that I purchased from Amazon. They're exactly 3/8. I told you that the little dowel rods that I put on here to hold the jewelry were 3/8, and these fit perfectly. Once I get the clear coat spray on and it dries, I will put those on and add my jewelry and show you the final product. I wanted to show you the other side, and I haven't finished it yet, but I wanted to at least update you. So my original intent for this side was to get like one big metal plate for it, but it actually had these 12 by, I think they're like 12 by 9. I had bought these when Home Depot clearanced out like this little craft section they had. They had a bunch of like deco art paints and such. I think I got these for like $1 something a piece. So this ended up costing me a lot less than I thought it was going to cost me. So you guys, I mean, in total, this display, we're still at like $15. These caps were really, really cheap off of Amazon. So yeah, we're still less than $20 total, is what I'll come in at. So really cool way to display your jewelry. Just another idea. Like I said, I've gone through so many different iterations of how to display my jewelry. I can't even tell you. So I hope this one works out really well for me. My intent was, I'm so tired of trying to waste time at setup. I want something that stays set up and I just have to hang. So my intent here, and that's why I don't have these nailed down on the other portions, is I want to put something here and hang it from a pole from the top of my my tent. I don't know if you can see that. I'll pull this down so you can see the top of this. So my intent is to screw something into the top of here before I adhere this to the top. So that's my update. I will come back when it's completely finished and give you another update. All right, thanks guys. Hey guys, just wanted to give you a real quick update. I put some of the magnets and such that I had mentioned I was going to display on here. These are just some Mandala. I haven't even top coated them yet. I'm gonna probably spray coat them. So yeah, they're just, I have a few. I'm not gonna make these anymore. These are the magnets. I started out making just those before I went to jewelry. And then I make these acrylic and Cricut and glitter keychains. Those are on that side. And then this is the finished product for the jewelry. I think it looks pretty good, pretty professional. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. So that'll be the last of this portion of the video. Yeah, I got the little white caps on them. I have room for a lot more jewelry. I have some that I need to assemble. I just haven't had time. But yeah, I thought it turned out really well. Really the only thing that stands to be decided is how I'm going to hang it in my booth. And I'm a while from that decision, and I may include that in another video where I show the complete setup. So you'll be able to see at that time what decision I make. I'm kind of leaning towards the ones on the side, just for the simple fact I think it'll make it more stable. But I also am afraid that the wood will split if I run that many screws in the side. So still kind of weighing that out in my head. So that's it for this video. Stay tuned for more videos on improving my art space and setting up my art space. So I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys.